Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Knoxxx. We about to give y'all something special. You ready?
Wrestling fans, what a Monday Night Raw. Oh my God, I cannot believe that wrestling just keeps stepping up to prove the wrestling fans universe completely wrong. People, welcome back to Perfect Plex Talk YouTube. I am your host, Mike Knoxxx. And indeed, I spell my name with 3 X's because I am, like tonight's Raw, hardcore. People, listen, excuse my look here. I'm exhausted. It's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm up. I'm doing this because you asked me to, and most importantly, because I like to do it. So let's just go ahead and jump into it off of the strength that was a very strong WWE Battleground, not a B pay-per-view. It was turned into an A pay-per-view. Won't talk about how everybody's upset about Kevin Owens tapping out and the quote-unquote John Cena burying somebody else. Let's do the reverse, because I think you guys who say that don't know the education that is professional wrestling. John Cena doesn't bury anybody. All John Cena has done is put people over. This is good for Kevin Owens. This was never about Kevin Owens. This was always about NXT. You cannot take the hottest thing off of NXT and moving up to the main roster 100% without killing NXT. So just put a hold, put a break on it, if you will. Matter of fact, put a cinder block on there because you might be a little small and shorten the legs like Ted. So just go ahead, put a brick there so that way you can reach the pedals and understand what I'm saying. But I digress. This is not a Battleground review. This is a Monday Night Raw review. And it started off the way that Battleground ended. Incidentally, The Undertaker is back. He comes out to the ring. What better way to start off a Raw without hearing the dong from The Undertaker? And no, not that dong. That's called a slong, dummy. But you get what I'm saying. Listen, it starts off, Undertaker takes that long, cold, isolated walk down to the ring. Tells Brock Lesnar, if you will, so to speak, streaks was made to be broken. Now, I know that wet the pants with a lot of you wrestling fans out there. And you know what? I kind of agree with you a little smidgen, if you will, because to me, the streak was important. I'm not the biggest Undertaker fan, but I was a huge fan of the streak. However, he kind of made a point. Streaks aren't made to be broken. And at the end of the day, it's done. We can't go back. You cannot erase history. Well, it's professional wrestling. If they wanted to erase history, they actually could. They could just tell you that it was a dream and it never happened. But, that's just too much of you guys who are out there who try to be smart, Martin. That's just, oh my God, you can't think that because y'all forget that wrestling is #storyline. But he goes out, he makes his proclamation like, hey, it's been a year and a half. But why not now? That's the complaint. Why not now? Do you guys forget that the hottest ticket in the summer, the only ticket in the summer, was SummerSlam? It wasn't Great American Bash, although they were great, but they're gone. It was SummerSlam, the second granddaddy of them all. So if WrestleMania is the granddaddy, this is definitely the grandson to them all. So why the complaint? You have to put them on SummerSlam because it's the hottest show of the year, of the summer, and it's in New York City. So after The Undertaker makes this remarkable return to the square circle and pretty much says, hey, Brock Lesnar, your ass is mine. We open up to a match with the Divas. That's right. The Divas Revolution has continued to take over. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to give you the winners and the losers of Monday Night Raw and then give you my overall synopsis, if you will, so to speak, daddy, of the Monday Night Raw events that took place. So first match in the card we had Charlotte took on Brie Bella. Charlotte wins with the figure 8. And picks up the win over Brie. Like my man G-Lo the Godfather said, really, that is kind of a lazy name, the figure 8. Hey, just call it a figure 4 leg lock with a bridge, or a bridge figure 4 leg lock. Anything sounds better than a figure 8. Then we go into the Los Matadores taking on millions of dollars. And also distraction by the No Day. The New Day, Los Matadors, picks up the win with a backstabber on Titus. Now, also, The Miz takes on the Big Show. Big Show hits the middle rope elbow drop on The Miz to pick up the win. Also, we got in the last two matches of the night, we had, because there was a lot of talking going on, a lot of fisticuffs. We're going to get to that in a second, because that's what you're waiting to hear, my thoughts and opinions on that. But then we had Paige and Becky Lynch versus Naomi and Sasha Banks. And can I just say, the bank is open. Or in your case, guys, the bank is closed because you don't have a chance in hell to get that woman. But Sasha Banks, as well as Naomi, picks up the win with the bank statement on Paige. Of all people, Paige taps out. I thought that was very big. I really did. I thought that was huge that over the last 2 days, you've seen the main divas that have been there lose. So by newcomers, which is, Charlotte and Sasha Banks. So I'm just waiting to see Becky Lynch pick up her victory over, probably Tamina coming on SmackDown. So I'm going to go ahead and predict that right now. But I didn't give you the main event because that's good. But I'm going to go back to where I was. So Paul Heyman is there. You got Triple H and Stephanie all hyped up. This is bigger than WrestleMania, which it isn't because it's WrestleMania, but they got to hype it. So stop complaining, people. They got to hype it. That's their job. Their job is to put butts in the seats. And to me, this does that. Okay, so you put the butts in the seat. They're hyping this up. They say we don't want you in the building. They're going to ruin everything. Paul Heyman comes out and talks his trash on Undertaker. Like, listen here, homie. You're the badass. You're the dead guy, but he is the conqueror. He is the 1 in 21 and 1. He is the beast reincarnate Brock Lesnar. And what happens? Undertaker comes out, and when you think it can't get no better, Brock Lesnar comes out. People, listen. Let's just keep it in perspective right here. I mean, don't you just completely miss the complete chaotic confrontations that we used to get on Raw? We got it in the ring. We got it backstage. They broke the commercial and came back and commercial was still there. We got a Jack Swagger. That's right, baby. The five-time American sucker. Jack Swagger was even out there trying to break up the fight. I mean, Raw was incredible. I cannot wait. The SummerSlam. Shout out to the Russell_Summit on Twitter that is going to be in the building. I'll be at home in my beautiful Virginia home with the air conditioner on, which it isn't on right now. That's why you see me sweating right here because I'm intense about this review and what happened on Raw last night. But when you thought it couldn't get any better, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, because, I mean, these guys just kicked ass the entire program. From the opening, Undertaker comes out. In the quarter, Paul Heyman comes out. In the middle, you get Brock Lesnar comes out to help Paul Heyman. They get arrested. You got Triple H. I mean, the whole entire locker room. It was a Donnybrook. It was a slobber knocker. It was an amazing attempt to sell SummerSlam. Are you sold? See the sweat? Are you sold? Or in the words of Triple H, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm excited about SummerSlam in Brooklyn. I cannot wait. Shout out to my man Spotface, who's going to be at NXT, watching one of his favorite wrestlers of all time, Jushin Thunder Liger. I'm going to go out there and put it out there right now. It's going to be Hideki Itami that he fights there to have some familiar competition out there. I know people not sure what they want to see with that, but SummerSlam is looking to be one of the best weekends it's been. It's been stagnant for the last 5 years with it being in LA every single year. People wanted something different. The complaint around the universe was that SummerSlam wasn't that big show no more. Well, to me, I think they're doing everything they can to make it a big show. And then, Seth Rollins, obviously. We thought we forgot about the champ. The champ is here. Or, which champ is here? Seth Rollins comes to the ring, brags on how he defeated Brock Lesnar last night at Battleground. Then, the real champ, the U.S. champ, you can't see this review. John Cena comes out and tells him, hey, thank you for making that belt a cheap champion. Seth Rollins, you've done nothing with this title since you've had it. Now this is where people are going to start complaining. You wanted Owens to win, But you didn't want Owens to win because you figured if Owens won and Cena lost the belt, he would be in the title picture. But guess what, y'all? He's still back in the title picture. And to me, talking to my brother Brian Waters, I'm also going to sit there and think right now that it's going to be Seth Rollins going over at SummerSlam. So you can say he beat Orton, he beat Lesnar, and he beat John Cena all in the same year. Book it, Dano. So that's going to happen at SummerSlam. But then the main event, people, well, we got, I mean, what a maneuver to actually put the U.S. champ John Cena, the Viper, who he can't even stand, who's a face now, Randall Orton, and turned them face right before your eyes, Cesaro, taking on Rusev, taking on Kevin Owens, and taking on the Money in the Bank winner Sheamus. This is what main events are supposed to be about. This is what shows you that wrestling can still be #wrestling is storyline. The way that the three combatants on the other side, being Kevin Owens, Rusev, and Sheamus, were dysfunctional, that shows you the credibility of wrestling and where they are now. That's what heels used to be. We can't get along because you don't have the same agenda that I have, and I don't have the same agenda that you have. But we can't even come together to make the right agenda to get the win. Sheamus is like, I'm done. Y'all are crazy. I'm not dealing with this. Rusev, and well, it's Kevin Owens in a match that he gets along with nobody. Listen, not only was it a great wrestling from storyline, but the in-ring action was great. People, listen, I don't know why you don't like Sheamus. Bar none, he is one of the tops in the business inside the square circle. Watch his matches. Don't watch his stupid haircut. Don't watch the stupid beard that hangs from him. Don't watch the paleness that is mayo. Don't watch that stuff. Watch his ability in the squared circle. He is really one of the best out there. Then you got Kevin Owens and you got Rusev. I mean, I've told y'all from the beginning, Rusev is still going to be is in a big picture moving forward for the WWE. It's the writing's on the wall, so come get a taste. I know that you love it from the smile on your face. People, listen, my time is up. Overall, last night, Raw gets 5 out of 5. I'm on this kick right now. 5 out of 5. White Intercontinental Heavyweight Championships. That's how great it was, people. Listen, I gotta go. My name is Mike Knoxxx, spelled with 3 X's because like that whore that you dated. I am hardcore, people. Listen, we gotta go. Make sure you check me out Monday through Friday, Fox Sports, 1340 AM. And hey, remember, if you don't love God, how can you love yourself? Peace!
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Knoxxx. We about to give y'all something special. You ready? You ready?